The Weekly starts now.
Hi, welcome to Horizon TV and this week's episode of The Weekly. It's me again, sitting in for Tony while he recovers from his vacation. But in his honor, I did wear plaid and I am wearing a protective device for a strained wrist. So you got a little bit of Tony until he gets back next week. In the meantime, we've got a great couple of segments for you, both of them dealing with the current lumber price spike issue going on in our industry. And I think you'll find some great insight there. We talked to a couple of builders and some solution providers that may give you some insight and some help in how to manage that crisis. But before we get to that, I'd like to acknowledge our sponsor, LP Structural Solutions. Now, LP offers a full line of structural framing products for roofs and walls and floors that really reinforce your value as a high-quality builder or remodeler. So go and check them out and see what structural solutions LP has for you and your business. All right, let's get started. In our first segment, Associate Editor Caroline Broderick interviews 3 home builders about how they're managing the current lumber price issue, how it's affecting their business, how they're mitigating it, and some lessons they've learned along the way. Now, whether you're a builder or remodeler, I think this insight will be very valuable. And I encourage you to email us if you've got other ideas or questions or things that you're doing that are working.
It's probably affected our business by 50%. We're probably going to do half of what we would normally do in a year. We're getting hit left and right, and anything else now that's lumber related, we're getting notifications of increasing pricing in windows. Anything that's got wood connected to it, it's going up.
To the lumber companies, I would say almost thank you, because as builders, I think that we've gotten somewhat complacent in our building of houses, and we order the lumber and we start framing, but this has really made us think outside the box. We're coming up with some innovative ways that we can frame a house and not have to use the lumber. What other substitutes do we have? Sure, it's going to be a learning curve, but it's going to make us better, and I think we're going to build better houses on the other side of it.
Wow, that was really great insight, and I hope you found it valuable and helpful in your business. For our next segment, Custom Builder Editor-in-Chief Nigel Maynard asked the question, what's the deal with SIPs? And he speaks with Jack Armstrong, who is the Executive Director of the Structural Insulated Panel Association. Now, they discuss not only the value of SIPs and the benefits it brings to the job site, but also the fact that rising lumber prices and chronic labor shortages are driving and changing the value proposition of that alternative system for builders. Let's give it a listen.
The industry touts it as a solution for a lot of problems. So let's go through those for a little bit. What's the main benefit of building with SIPs panels?
Nowadays it is lower labor costs and lower labor needed and lower skill set needed to assemble, the wall assemblies and the roofing assemblies, because ever since the Great Recession, in 2008, just such a huge number of people have left the construction industry. There aren't as many framers around, and there aren't as many things like quality, wood products, 2x4s that aren't, twisted and super expensive or hard to get. So mainly the first issue is speed and labor. The second issue, it's really around structural stability and strength and quietness and insulation.
Well, that's our episode for today. And I hope you'll check out the full versions of both of these videos on Horizon TV on demand right now. Just scroll down the page. You'll also find past segments on offsite construction, design, consumer trends, and best business practices. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel as well, where you'll find these videos as well as other videos that help build your business. So on behalf of Horizon TV and Tony, I hope you have a great rest of your week, and thanks for joining us. Take care.